It's the
It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Williams. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. On the option to give to Swift here. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll try to run the option here. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Williams. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Here comes the Bears punter now. Jaden Reed is deep for Green Bay. This is taken around the 12. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Lloyd. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Play action this time with Love. A quick throw there is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Love now. And got his man complete. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown, Packers. Luke Musgrave, 74 yards. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home. Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Now Jones. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And this will be a Bears 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well. And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss. Williams now looking to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Allen's first catch, good for a 1st down. Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to throw. Williams. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks. On 2nd down, Swift. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there on a 1st down for Chicago. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Williams. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Swift. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Keenan Allen, 31 yards. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Love. And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
On 4th down, the Packers called on Daniel Whelan to punt. Jones on the return. On Onto the field now come the Bears.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Williams throwing to start the drive. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
There he goes, left side. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 5.
98 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We saw the forecast, snow, didn't know how it would affect this game. Right there, the offensive ball carrier showing it's not affecting him too much.
I just remember us walking into the booth from outside. We were going very slowly, weren't we, making sure we had our footing? The offensive player always has the advantage in this situation. He knows where he's going. For the defensive guys trying to react, much tougher.
Here's Swift.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
DeAndre Swift.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Love, they go play action now.
Finds his receiver, Watson.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 1.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Throwing. Love. Got Dobbs over the middle. Second and 5. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
First down, going to the air with Love.
A short throw to Musgrave.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 21, here's second down and 2.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Montez Sweat showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
There he goes, right side. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a handoff up the middle. Lloyd. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Love looking to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
On 3rd down, Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Love. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This is 2nd and 8. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Towards the middle and caught by Musgrave. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 48.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports halftime report. We watched a solid performance out of running back DeAndre Swift. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So the Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
DeMarcus Walker there on the stop.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Second down, Love.
A short throw to Musgrave.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Glove.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Now 2nd and 5. On the option to give to Swift here.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
124 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Bears take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in.
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Keyshawn Nixon now on the return.
Still going.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw now, here's Love. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
To the 43, 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Williams. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now Williams to throw on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Back to throw. Williams. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now the Packers get set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on here to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And this will be a Bears first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Here's Williams on 3rd down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10
at their own 13. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Completed out left to Dobbs.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 2nd down, Jacobs.
And a loose football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now a second down throw for Love here. That's taken in by Watson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Lloyd. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Love's throw brought in by Watson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the running game with Jacobs. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Lloyd. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Love now. And it's a Packers touchdown. Luke Musgrave, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Jones now on the return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chicago offense set to get started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Up to the 20.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On the option to give to Swift here. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Swift going to try up the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Once again, it's Swift. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Hey, let's roll, let's go. That's all right. Me and you, it's game time. It's about that.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper. And they'll indeed take a knee. Second and 11. They run out of the gun with Swift. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them.